कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रजनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी। यशोदानंदन व्रजनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। श्री बलराम पूर्णिमा महामहोत्सव की जय। शील प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौ प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Gaur Haribo. Hare Krishna. Reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, 5th chapter, Glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. सर्व अवतारी कृष्ण स्वयं भगवान ताहार द्वितीय देह श्री बलराम एक ही स्वरूप दोहे भिन्न मात्र काया आद्य काया व्यूह कृष्ण लीला रसहाया सर्व अवतारी कृष्ण स्वयं भगवान ताहार द्वितीय देह श्री बलराम एक ही स्वरूप दोहे भिन्न मात्र काया आद्य काय व्यूह कृष्ण लीला रसहाय सर्व अवतारी कृष्ण स्वयं भगवान ताहार द्वितीय देह श्री बलराम एक ही स्वरूप दोहे भिन्न मात्र काय आद्य काय व्यूह कृष्ण लीला रसहाय. Somebody can repeat. One more devotee. सर्व अवतारी कृष्ण स्वयं भगवान Translation and purport by His Divine Grace is Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Person of Godhead Krishna is the fountainhead of all incarnations, Swayam Bhagwan. Lord Balaram is his second body. Purport. Lord Shri Krishna, the Absolute Person of Godhead, is the primeval Lord, the original form of Godhead, and his first expansion is Shri Balaram. The Person of Godhead can expand himself in innumerable forms. The forms that have unlimited potency are called Swamsha, and the forms that have limited potency, the living entities, are called Vibhinnamsha. These two are one and the same identity. They differ only in form. Lord Balaram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna, and he assists in Lord Krishna's transcendental pastimes. Purport. Balaram is the Swamsha expansion of Lord, and therefore there is no difference in the potency between Krishna and Balaram. The only difference is their bodily structure. As the first expansion of Godhead, Balaram is the chief deity among the first quadruple forms, and he is the foremost assistant of Sri Krishna in his transcendental activities. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swa Padantigam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padagamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pranayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaura Tushe Nama He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Runda Vaneshwari Vrishamanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Nilachala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannataya Te Nama वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo. Just 1 minute. Haribo. Hare Krishna. Today is a extremely auspicious day. Today is Balaram Purnima, appearance day of Lord Balaram. And after 1 week, there is appearance of Krishna. So next Monday, we are celebrating Krishna Janmashtami. And by the arrangement of Pandal, it appears like now really big festival is there. No? So conditioned soul means requires some external things. So one can relate, otherwise we forget some wonderful festival is coming. So here Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is telling about Tattva of Balaram. Sarva Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagwan. Ede Jamsa Kalakam Pumso Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. Krishna is the original supreme personality of Godhead. Sarva Avatari. He is not avatar. He is source of all avatars. Tahara Dvitiya Deha Shri Balaram. And first expansion of Krishna is Balaram. So there is no difference between Krishna and Balaram. Both of them are having unlimited power. Both of them are supreme personality of Godhead. Only there is a difference in the color. Krishna is blackish in complexion and Balaram is white in complexion. And another difference is Balaram has a sentiment of being a servant. So therefore Krishna is called as Sevya Bhagwan and Balaram is called as Sevak Bhagwan. Both are Bhagwan, all powerful. But Balaram's mood is he wants to always be servant of Krishna. Generally, if somebody is equally powerful, we want to become competitor, we want to become master. But Balaram is so amazing, he wants to become servant. Though he is Supreme Person of Godhead, he wants to be Supreme Person Godhead of servitude. He wants to become servant of Krishna. Eka hi swarup dohe, bhinna matra kaya. These two are one and the same identity. They differ only in form. Only body is different. Adya kaya viva Krishna lila rasaha. So Lord Balaram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna and he assists Lord Krishna in his transcendental pastimes. So Prabhupada is mentioning everybody is one way expansion of Krishna only. But there are two types of expansion. One is Swamsha expansion, another is Vibhinansha expansion. Swamsha are equally powerful. They are called Vishnu Tattvas. Vibhinanshas are infinitesimal. They have less power. They are called as Jivatmas. So Balaram is a Swamsha expansion of Lord. And he is extremely powerful. And Balaram is the original Moola Sankarshan. First quadruple. And from him comes this secondary Sankarshan Pradyumna Aniruddha Vasudev. And from Sankarshan comes Narayan. And all the Narayans in the Vaikuntha Loka. And then there is secondary Sankarshan Pradyumna under the Vasudev. And from that secondary Sankarshan comes Mahavishnu, who is also called as Karnadaksha Vishnu. And then from Karnadaksha Vishnu comes Garbhadaksha Vishnu. And from Garbhadaksha Vishnu comes Shivadaksha Vishnu. So, Balaram is source of all these Vishnus. Sankarshana Karantaye Shai Garbhadaksha Cha Payodisai Shesha Cha Yashamsa Kala Sanitya Nandarama Sharnam Mamastu. So, this Balaramji is the original Sankarshan. Shri Balaram Gosai Moola Sankarshan Pancharupadhari Karena Krishna Sevan. But Balaramji assumes 5 other forms. Apane Karena Krishna Lilara Sahaya Shrishti Lila Karya Kare Dhari Charikaya. So Balaramji personally assists Krishna in his pastimes. Balaram serves Krishna in all five rasas, in Shantarasa, in Dasyaras, Sakyaras, Vatsalras, and Madhurras. Hmm. In Shantaras, he serves in various ways, like the Dham of the Lord is Balaram's expansion. All paraphernalia of Lord is Balaram's expansion. Clothes of the Lord, uh, then ornaments of Lord, sleepers of Lord, mm, umbrella of Lord. All these are uh, Balram's expansion only. So in this way, Shantaras, Balramji is serving. Balramji also serves in Dasyaras. We see when Krishna is tired, sometimes Balramji will also massage the feet of Balramji. Mm. Balramji will massage the feet of Krishna. Mm. Similarly, Sakya, Krishna Balram, they are always playing in a friendly manner. So many varieties of games they are playing, and Krishna Balram are together going for herding cows. So Balram and Krishna are very good friends. And Balram also serves in Vatsalya Bhav because Balram is elder. Like we see sometimes elder brother has a Vatsalya for younger brother. He always wants to protect younger brother. And we see when Krishna is going out for herding cows, Mother Yashoda tells Balram, "Oh Balram, I am putting Krishna in your care. Please look after him. Make sure he takes prasad. Make sure he doesn't go too much deep in the waters. He doesn't go too deep in the forest. Make sure he is safe." So Balram feels so I am responsible for Krishna. So he's always having careful eye to protect Krishna. So he's serving in a Vatsalya Bhav. And Balramji expands himself as Ananga Manjari, the sister of Radharani, and thus serves Radha and Krishna in Madhurya Leela also. So Balram himself personally serves in pastimes of Lord Krishna, and he expands himself in four other forms for creation. सृष्टि अधिक सेवा तार आज्ञाय पालन शेष रूपे करे कृष्ण विविध सेवन. So five forms. Actually, Balram himself surplus he expands in five forms. Four are for creation, and one is for personal service. 10th verse, Prabhupada writes, Balram executes orders of Lord Krishna in the work of creation, and in the form of Lord Shesha, he serves Krishna in various ways. Purport. According to expert opinion, Balram as the chief of the original quadruped form is also the original Sankarshan. Balaram is the first expansion of Krishna. He expands himself in five forms: Mahasankarshan, Karnadakshay, Garbhadakshay, Shuradakshay, and the Shesha. These five plenary portions are responsible for both material and spiritual cosmic manifestation. In these five forms, Lord Balaram assists Lord Krishna in his activities. The first four of these forms are responsible for cosmic manifestation, whereas Shesha is responsible for personal service to the Lord. Shesha is called Ananta or unlimited because he assists personal God in his unlimited expansions by performing unlimited varieties of service. Shri Balaram is servitor Godhead who serves Lord Krishna in all affairs of existence and knowledge. Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is the same servitor Godhead, Balaram, performs the same service to Lord Gauranga by constant session. So, Sankarshan, Mahasankarshan is responsible for spiritual world. Whole spiritual world is maintained by Sankarshan. And this further Sankarshan expands into Karadakshay Vishnu. From Karadakshay Vishnu comes entire material cosmos. From the force of Karadakshay Vishnu comes universes. Again, Karadakshay Vishnu expands in form of Garbhadakshay Vishnu. Enters every universe, fills half of the universe with water, lies down on that universe, and from the navel comes lotus, and from top of lotus, Brahma is born. So, Garbhadakshay Vishnu is the super soul of every universe. And then again, Garbhadakshay Vishnu expands in form of Shiradakshay Vishnu, who becomes Paramatma in the heart of all living entities and also in every atom and in space between atoms. So, Shiradaksha Vishnu is Paramatma in our one body or one atom. Garbhadaksha Vishnu is Paramatma of one universe. And Karnadaksha Vishnu is Paramatma of entire material cosmos. So from atomic level to macroscopic level, everything is controlled by uh, Balramji in form of Karnadaksha Vishnu, Garbhadaksha Vishnu, Shiradaksha Vishnu. Mm. And he is manifesting all these forms just so that he can facilitate Krishna, Krishna's service. And that is also he is also doing this just to facilitate living entities so that they can be reformed and they can again come back to the kingdom of God. So this is Balram. Mm. He's serving Krishna. Can you imagine? Whole material cosmos is coming from him. Whole spiritual world is maintained by him. And personal service he is doing. And Ananta is having unlimited heads. He's always glorifying Krishna. And Anta is such a huge personality. On hoods of him, there are unlimited universes on his hoods. And these hoods on the universes are like mustard seed. He doesn't even feel the weight of the universe. He's so huge. So this Anand is unlimited in power and he does unlimited services for Krishna. So in this way we see Balram is personification of service attitude. He is really supreme personality of service. Uh, uh, Nobody can match with him in service. He is doing all varieties of service for pleasure of Krishna. Mm. And because he is always in mood of service and he is always serving Krishna, by his personal example, he is teaching all living entities how to serve Krishna, how to please Krishna. Therefore, he is also called as Adi Guru, original spiritual master. Mm. So we see in his pastime, when in this age when Krishna appeared as son of Devaki and Vasudev, Krishna appeared as eighth child. Balaram came as seventh child. So Balaram came as seventh child of Devaki. But then Krishna instructed Yogamaya to transfer Balaram from womb of Devaki to womb of Rohini. Rohini is eternal mother of Balaramji. So Balaramji was transformed from womb of Devaki to womb of Rohini. And it appeared that Devaki had miscarriage. So, but then uh, there was no miscarriage. That was arrangement of Yogamaya. And finally, Balaram appeared in Vrindavan as a son of Rohini and Vasudev. So, Balaram is also called as Rohini Suta or Rohini Nandana. Balaram appeared in the womb of Devaki just to make arrangements to make sure that womb of Devaki is properly prepared for Krishna's appearance. Balaram came as advance party. We see when important person coming, before that one goes and make all arrangements to make sure everything is perfect. So Balaramji in that way appeared in womb of Devaki just to make sure that womb of Devaki is perfectly all right for Krishna's appearance. And then he appeared as son of uh, Rohini. So these are very inconceivable pastimes. And this, have you ever seen any child transform from one womb to another womb, just without anybody's knowing? Also, even mothers were confused. They also didn't know. Uh, so like that. So this is Lord's appearance. Lord appearance is not just like ordinary person. Ordinary person is forced to appear in this material world because of his karmic reactions. But Lord comes out of his sweet will. He chooses who will be his mother, who he chooses who will be father, when he want to come, where he want to come. He comes out of sweet will. So, Janma Karmacha me divyam yoyam veti tatvata tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mamiti. So Arjuna. One who understands this transcendental uh, activities and appearance of Lord, such a person, tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti. Such a person is liberated. Uh, when he leaves this body, he doesn't have to come back in this material world. He goes back home, back to Godhead. So, appearance of Krishna, appearance of Balaram, they are uh, transcendental. They are not material. They are not like ordinary boys, brothers coming and taking birth from ordinary parents. They are Supreme Lord themselves. And Balram especially is appearing to serve Krishna. Sarva Rupe Aswadaye Krishna Sevananda Say Balram Gaura Sange Nityananda. In all forms, it tastes the transcendental bliss of serving Krishna. So there is pleasure in accepting service, but there is much more pleasure in rendering service. So Krishna receives service, but Balram gets more pleasure by doing transcendental service to Krishna. Therefore, we say Balramji wants to be servant. We say Advaita Acharya, who is Mahavishnu, he also wants to be servant. Ekala Ishvara Krishna Arsabe Brutte. Everybody is in that mood of servant. Even all Vishnu forms, even all Purusha forms, they are also in mode of servitude. And in this way, they are also teaching all living entities what a great fortune to serve Krishna. By serving Krishna, we can be more happy than accepting service. And our constitutional position is Jivera Sarupoy Krishna Nitya Das. Our constitution is to serve Krishna, and we engage in service of Krishna, we'll be happy, we'll be naturally situated. So we see Balram and Krishna, when they appeared in Vrindavan, they killed so many demons. And famous demons killed by Balram. First demon killed by Balram, famous. Who is he? Dhenukasur. Dhenukasur, we see he was living in the Tal forest. Tal forests were filled with tal fruits, very fragrant. There was smell everywhere, but nobody could dare to enter Tal one because there Dhenukasur was living. And he was living in form of ass. And he was not alone. He had many assets, and all these assets were in form of asses. And they would not allow anyone to come in the forest. It is said earlier Indra used to come and take tal fruits and make somras and other these heavenly beverages. But when tal one was captured by Dhenukasur, even Indra became frightened to come there. Indra was also fearful to come. And one time when Krishna along with his friends were going walking, friends smelled beautiful smell of tal fruits, and they told Krishna and Balaram, "My dear Krishna Balaram, we want to enjoy these fruits. Can you please give us some fruits?" Then Krishna Balaram said, "Let's go." And they entered the forest. And then Balramji, with his strong hands, he just shake the huge palm trees, and fruit started falling. That created great sound. And Dhenukasur, who was deep in the forest, when he heard this sound, he became so angry. He just started braying, donkey's bray, and started coming, running. And when he saw Krishna and Balram and their friends, he came just running. And when he came close, he just turned, and with his back legs, hind legs, he just kicked on chest of Balram. Balram is very powerful. For him, what kicking of a demon is nothing. Balramji just took hold of his hind legs. If ordinary person would be there, by just one kick, he would have died. He would have got heart attack. But Balram is not ordinary person. He is Supreme Lord. And Balram, his name is, he enjoys, takes pleasure in manifesting, demonstrating his strength with his hands. He just caught hold of his hind legs, and then he whirled Dhenukasur like this, no? And he whirled like this fan, so fastly that Dhenukasur's soul left his body, and Dhenukasur died. Shri Balramji ki jai. And then all his friends, when they saw their friend being killed, after Balramji killed Dhenukasur just by whirling him around, he threw him on the top of the tal tree. And as soon as Dhenukasur fell on tal tree, one tree fell on another tree like that, no? There's a ripple effect. Like one cycle falls, uncycle falls, and all like that, no? And then when Dhenukasur's friends, they saw, "Arey, these boys have killed our master, our friend. We'll teach them good lesson." So all donkeys came running, charging towards Krishna Balram. And Krishna Balram, both of them, with same style, hold their hind legs, whirl them around, and threw on top of tal trees. And hundreds of donkeys in this were killed, and everybody, all these donkeys were thrown on the tall trees. And these donkeys were of different colors. Some were blue, some were green, some were red, some were yellow, all. So it was appearing like a rainbow. Whole forest got covered with so many donkeys lying on the top of the trees, and so many fruits fell. And when then Ukasur and company were killed by Balram and Krishna and all, then Devatas were so happy. They showered flowers, they played bugles and celebrated. Since then, Talvan became free from mm, danger. So all animals started coming. Earlier, animals were also not able to come. Then villagers started coming. Brajavasis started coming. In this way. Krishna Balram killed Dhenukasur and all his assets. Especially Dhenukasur was killed by Balram. Acharyas explain Dhenukasur represents gross ignorance. Donkey is a symbol of ignorance, avidya. Because of avidya, mm, because of ignorance, actually we have forgotten our real self. We have forgotten Krishna. We have forgotten our relationship with Krishna. That is avidya. We may know technology, we may know computers, we may have all information of geography, and we may have all information of so many things of this world. But if you don't have information about who am I body or soul? What? Who is God? What is my relationship with God? Mm. What is my duty towards God? So, if you don't know this, or if you are confused about this, that is called as avidya, ignorance. Sometimes people think, oh, we are so educated. How you are calling us ignorant? You are knowing everything about the whole world, but you don't know about yourself. You don't know. Jiver Sarvoi Krishna Nityadas. You don't know you are not this body, you are spirit soul. To identify oneself with body is ignorance. To not know Krishna, Supreme Lord, Vedechi Sarva Aham Vedu. Purpose of all Vedas is to know Krishna. Perfection of knowledge is to know Krishna. And if you don't know Krishna, then our knowledge is imperfect. And we should know Jiver Sarva Krishna Das. Krishna is Supreme Lord. He is source of everything in this material and spiritual worlds. And we are part and parcel of that Krishna, and we are eternally servants of Krishna. And our constitutional position is to serve Krishna, please Krishna. So to forget this reality is called as avidya, ignorance. Mm. And because of forgetting reality, we start thinking ourselves. We forget Krishna. We don't know about Krishna. We don't know Ishavasam Idam Sarvam. Everything belongs to Krishna. Mm. Sometimes something is lying. If there is no owner, we think maybe it's mine only, So because we don't know Krishna, we have forgotten Krishna. We think everything belongs to me only, Mm. and we develop this proprietorship mentality. We start thinking this body is mine. This body is not ours. This is given to us on rent, and we can be kicked out of it anytime. Those who are living in rented house, they can get any time notice from the owner, and they have to leave, isn't it? But if you are living in your own house, Nobody can throw you out. Hmm. So in this body, how long can we stay? Hmm? How long can we stay in this body? Is there any guarantee? Any moment we can be kicked out of this body. Why? Because this body is not ours. This body belongs to Krishna. Mm, we are just tenant, living on rent here for some time. So Krishna is a proprietor. But out of ignorance, we think I am the proprietor. Krishna is the controller. This body functions under direction of God, not under our direction. If I get nature's call, I have to run. I cannot control. So this body is functioning not under my control. If I say to my nails, why you are growing? Stop growing. Every week I have to cut. So much waste of time. I can't control. Nails will grow. So I am not the controller. Krishna is the controller. And Krishna is supreme enjoyer. To forget Krishna as a proprietor, control and enjoyer, and to think oneself to be proprietor, control and enjoyer, that is avidya, ignorance. That is what Dhenukasur represents. Jai Shri Shri Nitai Gauranga ki, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So Balramji is one who killed Dhenukasur. So it is by mercy of spiritual master that ignorance is dispelled. And we get awakened to real knowledge. I am not this body, I am spirit soul. I am part and parcel of Krishna. I am eternal servant to Krishna. My greatest benefit is to serve Krishna, please Krishna. So we can pray to Balramji that he can destroy the ignorance within our hearts. So proprietor's mentality is so difficult to give out. So we surrender to Guru and say, oh, everything is yours. And I engage everything in service of Guru. So when we voluntarily do that, then gradually we can be free from proprietorship mentality. Otherwise, this proprietorship, controllership, and enjoying mentality is like Dhenukasur, puts us in ignorance and makes us miserable. Another demon which was killed by uh, Lord Balaram is Pralambasur. We see in Vrindavan, Krishna Balaram are always playing so many varieties of games. Mm. They will imitate frogs, they will imitate birds, they will imitate different animals, and they will play different games all the time. They are actually taking cows for herding, but when they take to forest, cows keep on grazing, and they keep on playing. It's not that you have to pay attention to the cows. And so it's not very hard work. So cows do their business of eating, and the cowboys, they were their main business was playing and enjoying. And Krishna Balaram, they used to play unlimited number of games, and that way enjoy. So Anandmaya Vyasat. Every soul is looking for happiness. Every soul is looking for enjoyment. So enjoyment is not bad, but to enjoy separate from Krishna is bad. To enjoy independent of Krishna is bad. So you want to enjoy? Yes, enjoy with Krishna. Enjoy. We see all coward boys were very joyful, enjoying, playing with Krishna. But if you forget Krishna and try to enjoy separate from Krishna in ignorance, that leads to misery only. So these coward boys and Krishna, Balaram, they used to play so many games. One time they were playing this game, tug of war, something like that. They had made two parties, and this Pralambasur, he did research. He wanted to kill. He saw that earlier so many demons were sent by Kamsa and all were killed by Krishna. So he was little afraid of Krishna. He was thinking maybe Krishna is a little powerful. No? Maybe first what I'll do, I'll kill Balram. Because Krishna is very attached to Balram. If Balram is killed, Krishna will lose all his desire to live. And he may die. So let me kill Balram. So that was his idea. And how to kill? He was thinking, if I go as a demon, then they will immediately come to recognize and they may kill me. So he disguised himself. When enemy comes in disguise, very difficult to recognize, and that enemy can do great harm. So this Pralambasur disguised himself as one of the coward boys. He did research which coward boy is missing that day. He found out one of the friends had to stay back at home. So this Pralambasur took form of that coward boy and came and started behaving like that coward boy. Hmm? Uh, and started playing with Krishna Balaram. So they divided all the coward boys in two parties, one Krishna's party, one Balaram's party. And they decided whichever party loses, they have to carry another party people on the shoulder, and they have to go till banyan tree, Bhandirvat somewhere, and then take U-turn and come. Hmm? Like that. And then this Pralambasur was analyzing. He thought maybe I should take Krishna's side. Krishna is powerful, you know. Uh, so Pralambasur took Krishna's side, and then there was tug of war and all this thing. And it so happened that Balram's side won, Krishna's side lost. So when Krishna's side lost, then Krishna's side people had to carry Balram's side people on the shoulder. Krishna carried Sridama. Similarly, different people carried different. So this Pralambasur, who was in form of coward boy, he carried Balram, and everybody is supposed to carry till a particular point, particular banyan tree, and come back. And everybody was going, touching that and coming back. But when Pralambasur started carrying Balramji, he went to that point and he started going deeper in the forest. Balaramji wondering, "Arey, you have to take U-turn, you have to go back." But instead of going back, he started running in the forest. I was wondering what happened, what is this? Then Balaram understood, "Arey, he's not a coward boy, he's a demon." So then Balaram started increasing his weight, and demon started feeling the weight. And because Balaram increased so much weight that demon couldn't tolerate, and just to hold the weight of Balaram, finally he had to take his original form. And when demon took his original form, demon was so huge, practically his head was touching the sky. And when Balaram saw, Bapre, who is this? Earlier I thought he's a friend, and now he has turned to be demon and is such huge. Then immediately thought I have to do something. And that demon was trying to run, but Balaram became so angry, and just one fist blow on his head, he cracked his head, and Pralambasur was dead on the spot. Shri Balaram ji ki, Dauji ki, Krishna Kanaya, Dauji ka bhaiya. Okay. So Balaram ji, just with one smash, one fist, he killed Pralambasur. So Acharya has explained this. Pralambasur represent gross and subtle lust. Gross lust means attraction to opposite sex or same sex also nowadays. And gross and subtle sex means name, fame, glory, desire for name, fame, glory, desire for prestige, puja, la, pratishta. So this lust is a great obstacle. It is opposite of love. Our natural constitution to love Krishna, serve Krishna, and lust is actually opposite of that. Instead of loving Krishna, we become envious of Krishna and we want to enjoy ourselves independent of Krishna. Instead of glorifying Krishna, we want all glories to ourselves. So this gross and subtle lust is actually a great impediment in service to Krishna. And it is Balramji who smashed this Pralambasur killed. So we can pray to Balramji that this desire to enjoy separate from Krishna, we may be able to give it up. Especially when we hear Guru's instruction again and again, we can give up our separate desire and try to follow instruction Guru. In that way, we can give up our gross and subtle desires. So Balramji is one who killed Pralambasur. Pralambasur came in disguise. He came as a friend. So similarly, all our material desires come in our life as our friends. Material desires say, oh, enjoy like this, you'll be very happy. Why not enjoy this? Why not enjoy that? And we think, oh, these desires are our friends. They're telling us for our good how we can enjoy and be happy. But actually, these friends are not our friends. These material desires are our enemies. Like Pralambasur came as friend, but he was very dangerous enemy. Similar material desires will come as our friends, but they are actually very dangerous enemy. So if we trust our mind and trust our material desires and act on them, that will ruin our life. So one should not trust our mind and one should not try to fulfill material desires. Rather, one should try to hear instruction of Guru Balaram, Adi. Balaram is Adi Guru and his representatives, Gurus. One should try to hear them and try to serve them, and try to fulfill their instructions than fulfilling instructions of our mm, demoniac mind. So in this way, we say uh, Balramji killed Pralambasur, Dhenukasur, and Balaramji has killed many demons. Mm. In Krishna book, there are many. Who else Balaram killed? Duida gorilla also Balaram killed. So Balaram also killed Rukmi. Balaram also killed uh, uh, Romharshana. So we say Duida gorilla. In Krishna book, there is a description of Duida gorilla. When Balaram was uh, having his pastimes with young gopis, the Duida gorilla came, and Duida gorilla was a friend of Narkasur, and Krishna had killed Narkasur. So Duida gorilla was very upset, and therefore he wanted to avenge death of his friend, and he was creating a lot of trouble. He set fire to the homes of many people. He created a lot of disturbance in area around Dwarka. He used to go to the ocean and beat the ocean waters, and that used to create a tsunami and overflood the beach, and people used to be drowned in that waters. So in this way, he was creating a lot of disturbance. So I'll just read from Krishna book. Duyada wanted to avenge the death of his friend. So he set fire to the homes of the cowards, devastated Lord Krishna's province of Anartha, and flooded coastal lands by churning the ocean's water with his mighty arms. The rascal then tore down the trees in the ashram of the great sages and even passed stool and urine on their sacrificial fires. He kidnapped men and women and imprisoned them in mountain caves, which he sealed off with boulders. After thus disrupting the entire land and polluting many young women of the respective families, Duida came upon Raivatak mountain, where he found Lord Balaram enjoying the company of a bevy of attractive women. Ignoring Lord Baldev, who was apparently intoxicated from drinking Varuni liquor. Mm. Varuni is a transcendental beverage, not like ordinary liquor. Divida displayed his anus to the women right in front of the Lord and further insulted them by making crude gestures with his eyebrows and passing stool and urine. Duida's outrageous behavior angered Lord Baldev and he threw a stone at the ape, but Duida managed to dodge it. He then ridiculed Lord Baldev and tugged at the woman's dresses. Seeing his audacity, Lord Baldev decided to kill Duida. Thus, he took up his club and his plough weapon. Power Duvida then armed himself by pulling up Shala tree from the ground, and with this tree he struck the Lord on the head. Lord Baldev, however, remained unmoved and smashed the tree trunk to pieces. Duvida uprooted another tree and yet another and another until the forest was denuded. So so many trees was uprooting trying to beat Balram. Finally, all trees were finished there. But although he struck Baldev on the head with one tree after another, Lord simply broke all the trees to pieces. Then the foolish ape started throwing barrage of stones. Lord Baldev crushed them all to powder, after which Duvida charged the Lord and hit him on the chest with his fist, infuriating him. Putting aside his club and plow weapon, Lord Balaram then struck Duvida throat and shoulder. So he was in the beginning hitting with this forest trees, and later on Duvida physically started fighting. Then Balaram also kept aside his plow and club. He also physically started fighting. Lord Balaram then struck Duvida's throat and shoulder, at which point the ape vomited blood and fell down dead. Having killed Duvida, Lord Baldev set off for Dwarka as demigods and sages showered flowers from the sky and offered him praises, prayers, and obeisances. Sri Baldev ji ki jai. So this Duvida was a very wonderful servant of Lord Ram. He was the top minister of Sugriv. Mm, mm. Duvida, Maindak, Sugriva, Hanuman, Duvida, Maindak, Neel, Nal. These were, top ministers, monkey minister, very powerful. Angad, they were in the army of Lord Ram. But it is said Duvida had great respect for Lord Ram. He worshipped Ram, respected Ram, but he actually he did not respect Lakshman. Because of disrespecting Lakshman, he failed in bad company. Though he was a great devotee, because of disrespect to Lakshman, he came in bad company. Bad company of, here it is said, Narkasur. Narkasur is also called as Bhaumasur, who came in bad company of Banasur. So it is said that if you disrespect spiritual master, then result of that is one falls in bad company. And when one falls in bad company, then there is no end to degradation. One just degrades further. So we see David was a great devotee. He won great glories in battle of Lanka, and but then because of his blunder of disrespecting Lakshman, actually became a demon. So we may be great devotees, we may be great doing nice service, but if we, due to some material vision, we disrespect spiritual master, we disrespect saintly personalities, then there is a, because of that offense, one may lose the association of devotees, and one may get attracted to demonic association, asatsanga. And when one gets attracted to asatsanga, then whole life is ruined. Association is very important. One may be demonic, but if he gets good association, he can be delivered. But one may be wonderful, but he gets into bad association, he can be ruined. So association is very, very important. And if you have proper honor and respect for spiritual master and acharyas, then one can remain in good association. But if one disrespects acharyas, one disrespects spiritual master, then one falls prey to bad association and thus ruins one's spiritual life. Under apparently you can see this. So Duvida is a devotee one way, but now later on became a demon. Pralambasur is also apparently a devotee, but actually was a demon. Similarly, another person is apparently rel- relative of Krishna, very close. Rukmi. Krishna killed Rukmi also. Rukmi is brother of Rukmini. Can you imagine? Rukmini is the first queen of Krishna, uh, and his brother Rukmi. Actually, Rukmini heard about Krishna. She developed attraction to Krishna, and she wanted to marry Krishna. And his father also wanted to marry Rukmini to Krishna. In practically, all their family members wanted to marry Rukmini to Krishna. But Rukmini's elder brother, Rukmi, he was very influential, very powerful. He wanted to marry Rukmini to Shishupal. And against will of Rukmini and all everybody, Rukmi arranged marriage of Rukmini to Shishupal. And then his father also agreed because he was very powerful son. And then all arrangements were done. Then we see finally how Rukmini sends letter to Krishna, and then Krishna comes and kidnaps Rukmini, and then later on all this Shishupal and Jarasandha and all company they attack Krishna, and Krishna and Balaram they defeat all this Shishupal, Jarasandha and company, and then finally Rukmi he takes a vow that I am not going to leave Krishna. I am going to teach him a good lesson. He takes a vow that I will not return capital city till I defeat Krishna. Mm. And he goes to attack Krishna, but then Krishna is having unlimited power. What is this Rukmi in front of Krishna? Krishna defeats Rukmi, and then he does not kill Rukmi, but he cuts his hair and this and beard and mustache, all that thing. In that way, he humiliates. So Rukmi feels very humiliated. And Rukmi doesn't go back. He stays there only and creates his own new king capital there. Later on, we see Rukmi's daughter was married to Pradyumna, Krishna's daughter, mm, Rukmini's daughter. Rukmini's son Prad, um, Pradyumna was married to Rukmi's daughter, and later on Rukmi's granddaughter was married to Krishna's grandson Aniruddha. Mm. So there is description in Srimad Bhagavatam how in battlefield in the marriage of Aniruddha what happened uh, and how Balaram killed Rukmi in the marriage of Aniruddha. And this comes in 10th canto 61st chapter in Srimad Bhagavatam, which is summarized by Prabhupada in Krishna book. I will read from Krishna book. This chapter describes how Balaram killed Rukmi at the Aniruddha's marriage ceremony and how Krishna arranged for his sons and daughters to be married. Not understanding the full truth about Sri Krishna, each of his wives thought that since he remained constantly in her palace, she must be his favorite wife. They are all entranced by Lord Krishna's beauty and his loving conversation with them, but they could not agitate his mind and the charming gestures of the eyebrows or by any other means. Having attained as their husband Lord Krishna, whom even demigods like Brahma find it difficult to know the truth, Lord's queens were always eager to associate with him. Thus, although each of them had millions of maidservants, they would personally render him menial service. Each of them had millions of maidservants, all queens, but they would personally serve Krishna. Each of Lord Krishna's wives had 10 sons, who in turn each fathered many sons and grandsons. In the womb of Rukmi's daughter, Rukmavati, mm, Pradyumna fathered Aniruddha. Though Sri Krishna had disrespected Rukmi, to please his sister Rukmi, gave his daughter in marriage to Pradyumna and his granddaughter to Aniruddha. So Rukmi wanted to please Rukmini, so that's why he gave his daughter to Pradyumna and granddaughter to Aniruddha. At Aniruddha's wedding, Lord Baldev, Sri Krishna, and other Yadavas went to Rukmi's palace in the city of Bhojakata. After the ceremony, Rukmi challenged Lord Baldev to a game of dice. In the first match, because Rukmi knew Balaram is not very good in playing dice, so he said, "We'll have dice match." In the first match, Rukmi defeated Baldev, whereupon the king of Kalinga laughed at the Lord, displaying all his teeth. Lord Baldev won the next match, but Rukmi refused to concede the defeat. A voice then spoke from the sky, announcing that Baldev had in fact won. But Rukmi, encouraged by the wicked kings, offended Lord Baldev by saying that while he was certainly expert at tending cows, he knew nothing of playing dice. Thus insulted. So actually, it said uh, first Baldev lost, again he lost, and then later on he won, and they didn't agree. Rukmi said, "No, I won." Again he played. Again Balram won. Still he did not agree. Akashwani also happened that Balram won. Still he didn't agree, and all his demonic friends were saying, "No, no, you only won." Balram became so upset and angry. So, but Rukmi, encouraged by the wicked kings, offended Lord Balram by saying that while he was certainly an expert at tending cows, he knew nothing about playing dice. Thus insulted Lord Balram angrily struck Rukmi dead with his club. He just took his club, hit on the head, and was finished in the marriage ceremony only. The king of Kalinga tried to flee away, but Lord Baldev captured him and knocked out all his 32 teeth, which he showed while laughing. Then other offensive kings, their arms, thighs, heads wounded by Baldev's blows, fled in all directions, bleeding profusely. Sri Krishna expressed neither approval nor disapproval of his brother-in-law's death, fearing he would jeopardize his loving ties either with Rukmini or Baldev. So, and then Lord Baldev and other Yadavas, they seated Aniruddha with his bride on a fine chariot, and they all set off for Dwarka, Haribo. So, uh, Balramji, he's simple. You, but if you try to cheat him, then he can become angry. So Rukmit tried to cheat Balram, and Balram smashed him to death on the happy occasion of marriage. Uh, and Krishna saw it, but Krishna did not approve or disapprove. Krishna did not say anything because he was thinking, if I say Balram, very nice, Rukmini will feel bad. And if he disapproves, Balram will feel bad. So he just remained silent. So sometimes in life such situations also come. So we can learn from Balram, learn from Krishna how to deal with the such situation. So we see Balram has killed Rukmi, apparently relative. Duida, apparently a devotee. Pralambasur, apparently a friend. But they were friend or devotee or relative only namesake. Mm. They're envious of Krishna. And basically they had wrong intentions. So Balaram is Adi Guru. He cannot tolerate hypocrisy. He cannot tolerate duplicity. He is very straightforward. He wants everybody to surrender to Krishna, serve Krishna. Mm, mm. And if somebody tries to play around, mm, he will, smash. Similarly, we see Rom Harshana, apparently great saint, sadhu. He was there when Sukadeva Goswami was speaking Bhagavatam. And later on, when 80,000 sages assembled, they appointed him as a speaker. And he was speaking. And all the sages gave him blessings that may you live long life and we can have 1,000-year Katha. And he was speaking Katha. And we see Balramji went to this place, Naimisharanya. He was touring all the holy places and he came to Naimisharanya. As soon as he arrived at Naimisharanya, everybody, all sages stood up, knowing that Balram is Supreme Person Godhead, is Bhagwan. So, so immediately they stood up to offer respects. But Romharshana, he did not stood up. He just remained seated. And when Balram saw that, he became so upset that what he did, he took a blade of grass and just threw that blade of grass on Romharshana. And Romharshana was dead. Balram, can anybody kill anybody with blade of grass? For that matter, Balramji doesn't need blade of grass also. By his will only he can kill. But he used the blade of grass, to kill Romaharshan. All the sages were disturbed. What happened? They told Balaram, we had given him blessings that he should live long life and he can speak Krishna Katha to us. But now you have killed him. Then Balaram said, okay, I will bring him back to life. Don't worry. So Balaram is all powerful. He can kill also and he can bring person back to life also. So we cannot imitate mm, Krishna or Balaram because they have inconceivable potencies. Hey, he killed, so I will also kill. They can kill, but they can bring back to life also. Mm. We may not be able to bring person back to life. So Balramji killed Romaharshan, and then when sages lamented, he told them, I will bring Romaharshan back to life. Don't worry. Sages said, no, no, no. Because you killed, we don't want to disregard your will. At same time, we want that our promise also should not go in vain. So you do something so that your will is also maintained and our blessings also don't go in vain. Then Balram said, don't worry. He said, I will transfer your blessings to his son. His son, Romaharshan's son, is very qualified, Sutta Goswami. He is very humble, very gentle, very qualified. So I transfer all the blessings which you have given to Sutta Romaharshana to his son. And he can speak Katha thousands of years. So we see Balramji. He killed in one way a sadhu, saint, disciple of Vyasadeva. Uh, so apparent, so because he saw he's hypocrite. He's not genuine devotee. He doesn't know how to honor and respect Supreme Person Godhead. What he will teach others. One has to teach not only by words, but one has to teach by one's example. Mm. So, so Balram is Adi Guru. He's very expert in understanding the duplicity and smashing duplicitous people. So-called devotees, dharmadwajis, who just externally make a show of devotion, but apparently are not having that deep, genuine service attitude. So here we see that so Balram's pastimes are very. Balram did not participate in Battle of Kurukshetra, but here he kills Romaharsana. So his activities are little transcendental. Balram is he is merciful to Duryodhana, but he cannot tolerate Romaharsana. Now Duryodhana is outright demon. Everybody understands demon. Mm. But Balram is compassionate to him also. Mm. Mm. But Romaharshana and all this, they are appearing to be devotees. But they are not devotees. They are so-called devotees. So Balram cannot tolerate that duplicity. If somebody is fallen, Balram can deliver. Mm. But somebody who makes show of being a great person, Balram cannot tolerate it. So we see even Nityananda Prabhu is there. He is also Patita Pavan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Patita Pavan. Lord is Patit Pavan. He is ready to deliver Patit. But it is said Lord is not Kapata Pavan, one who is duplicitous. So we may have many shortcomings. So we just have to be humble to acknowledge our shortcomings and say, oh, I am Patit. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Koro More. Toma Bina Ke Dayalu Jagat Sansare. Patita Pavan Hetu Tava Avatar. Mosam Patit Prabhu Na Paibya. If you are Patit, if you are fallen, we have hope. So there is no problem if our mind and senses are not in control. There is no problem if we have lust and greed and envy, all anathas in our heart. No problem. But we have to have honesty and humility. Honesty to accept that I have this problem. And honestly, we should admit and accept help from Guru and Gauranga. So Guru and Gauranga are ready to mm, bless us, protect us, purify us, uplift us. But if we make a show, I am a great devotee, that won't be tolerated by Balram. Mm. So Balram is, exposing mm, so-called devotees, and one after another, and smashing them. So we can pray to Balram that I am also so-called devotee. So please smash this duplicitous mentality in my heart, so I can also become a devotee. Another personality who was killed or punished by Balram was all the Kauravas. No, we see that when Krishna's son Samba, one time he went to mm, mm, Hastinapur and kidnapped Lakshmana from her Swayamvar. And when Lakshmana was kidnapped, Lakshmana was daughter of Duryodhana. Daughter of Duryodhana was kidnapped by daughter of son of Krishna. So, and then all Kauravas, they got so disturbed, and six Maharathis attacked together Samba. Samba, early, when everybody is fighting one on one, he defeated all of them. He was very powerful fighting, but when they combined together, finally he was captured. And when that news went to Dwarka, Narad Muni carried that news, and when all Yadus heard, they became so outrageous, they became so upset, angry. They said we should immediately attack on Hastinapur and defeat Kauravas and teach them a good lesson. And everybody was, their blood was boiling hearing this news that their son Samba is kidnapped by Kauravas. When Balaram hears that, he cools down everybody. He said, "Don't worry." He said, "We have good relation with Kauravas. You should not get unnecessarily agitated. When things can be worked out peacefully, why there is need of fight?" So he said, "I will go. I will settle the matter peacefully. You don't get upset. There is no need to fight. There is no need for war." Then Balaramji goes to Hastinapur and he makes a camp outside Hastinapur, and all Hastinapur great generals come, honor and respect Balramji. And when Balramji talks about this matter, that they should release Samba along with Lakshmana, and send her back to Dwarka. Then this generals of Hastinapur, mm, headed by Duryodhana, they speak very insulting words to Balramji. And especially when they said that, "Oh, Balram, what are you? You and Krishna, you are just coward. And you Yadavas are enjoying all royal paraphernalia, all this because we are allowing you. We are the emperor of the whole world, and you are living on our mercy. Because we are allowing you to, and now you are, the chappals are now sitting on the head, and all these things like this." When this, oh, Balaram just heard, and when he heard, he became so, his eyes became red hot, his body became red, and he became so angry and started loudly laughing. Ha 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 ha. Very, such a dangerous laugh. No, that heart would break, And he said, "Just see these foolish people. They think Krishna needs their sanction to wear the royal paraphernalia. They think Krishna is ordinary. They think that, they don't know who Krishna is." And Balaram becomes so upset. He just takes his plow, hit the ground, and lifts the entire Hastinapur. And when entire Hastinapur gets shaken up, all the Kaurava warriors, they come and bow down to Balram and beg forgiveness. And then they hand over Lakshmana and Samba. So we see mm, Balram cannot tolerate any insult to Krishna. Balram very friendly, but when you don't understand, he's ready to take strong action, and he's very powerful. He's Balram, and he enjoys demonstrating power when required. So his personality is amazing. So actually, he loves Krishna very much. and he wants everybody to serve Krishna. He is very simple, Balaram, straightforward. Uh, he cannot tolerate any duplicity. So we can pray to Balaramji that we can get that service attitude and we can also serve Guru, Krishna, and Vaishnavas in humble mood. Balaramji married Revati. Revati is the daughter of Raivat king, who was from the Satyuga. This daughter was so beautiful and so qualified, he couldn't find a capable person in Satyuga. Can you imagine? In Satyuga, his king was not able to find a qualified husband, so he went to Brahma and asked. Uh, so Brahma was busy with some puja, so he said, "Wait." And after puja got over, Brahma came and asked, "What's the matter?" He said, "I'm not able to find a qualified husband for my daughter." He said, "You waited here, millions of years have passed on the earth. Huh? You came for searching now qualified husband. Now all those who were supposed to be husband all have dead and gone now. No, Satyuga has passed, Treta has passed. Now the opera is about to end. But fortunately, there is one great person now. Krishna and Balaram, Supreme Lord, have appeared. So Balaram is a fit person whom you can give your daughter in marriage." So Raivat immediately, King Raivat came, went to Balaramji and offered his daughter in marriage with to Balaramji. Only problem was Revati was from Satyuga and Balaram is in Dwapara. In Satyuga, people were very tall and Treta a little less, Dwapara even lesser. Huh? So Balaram and Krishna are coming to Dwapara, so they are coming according to that height. So Balaramji, sorry, Revati is so huge, how marriage will happen, So he took his plow and he extended his hand and the plow and put on the head of Revati and just pulled her down and just made fitting to her size, his size. Now who can do that? Uh, so this is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can do anything. And just by pulling, now imagine it's the three-dimensional body, no? Not only one, no? Eyes, nose, everything has to be proportionately reduced. No? So just by everything got proportionally reduced and just fitting size of mm, Balram. Then Balram married Revati. So same Balram comes in Kali Yuga as Nityananda Ram. Brajendra Nandan Jai Sachisuta Hoilo Sei Balram Hoilo Nitai. Balram is also loving Krishna very much, but he cannot tolerate. Mm. But Nityananda Prabhu, when he comes, he is a very tolerant Lord. Akaroda Paramananda Nityananda Ram Abhimana Shunya Nitai Nagare Bedai Adama Patita Jive Dware Dware Giya Hari Nama Maha Mantra Dishe Nabilaya Jare Dakho Tare Koho Danta Trina Dori Jare Dekhe Tare Koho Dante Trina Dari Amare Kini Aloho Bolo Gaurahari Et Bole Nityananda Bhumi Gade Jai Sonar Parvat Jeno Dula Te Lotai Heno Avatar Jarati Na Janmilo Lochan Bole Sei Papi Yelo Argelo So apparently we see Balramji is angry. He gets little bit, somebody is duplicitous, somebody is little no not serving Krishna, he can become upset. But Nityananda is same Balram, but is coming in a non-angry form, very merciful form. Because in Kali Yuga everybody is duplicitous. If you have to kill everybody. It will be difficult, no? In Dwapariga, few people were duplicitous. But in Kali Yuga everybody is like that. Everybody is like Romarshana or Duvida, no? Rukmi, all these personalities. So in Balram is according time, place, circumstance, he is also changing his mood. Sometimes we have one strategy, but sometimes if audience is different, we have to change the strategy. Ultimate goal is that we have to make them devotees of Krishna. Mm. Sometimes becoming angry, one strategy. Sometimes killing, another strategy. The strategy ultimately, but goal is to make person devotee of Krishna. So Balaram understands in Kali Yuga to just become angry, this strategy will not become, will not work. People are so degraded, so duplicitous, so demonic. This strategy will fire back only, boomerang only. So in Kali Yuga, same Balaram comes in a very humble mode. Mm. Akrodha. He is not getting angry. Akrodha Paraman Nityananda. Abhimanashan. He is giving all false ego. He is giving his true ego of being a supreme lord and a master and taking a role of humble servant. Mm. And Adamapati Jiver Dware Dwage. And he's going door to door. Can you imagine? Door to door. Going door to door. He is the actual Lord and Master of entire material and spiritual worlds. Huh? He is one who is a cosmic creator. Both material and spiritual are coming from him. He is the proprietor of entire material and spiritual world. And he is going door to door. Can you imagine richest person in the world going door to door begging? Huh? Huh? Who is the richest person now? Today, as of today, in the world? Huh? Whoever may be there, no? So basically, can you imagine going them door to door begging? But here is a supreme Lord, mm, who is proprietor of entire material and spiritual worlds. All these so-called rich people are actually, uh, if we use good term, they are caretakers. If you use the real term, they are thieves, no? So uh, but here is our real proprietor. He is going door to door. Adama Patida Dware Dware. Okay, going door to door in the house of saintly people, wonderful. But house of sinners, can you imagine how much humility required? He's giving his all, his ego of being a supreme Lord and Master, but he's taking humble mood of servant of Lord Chaitanya and going door to door and requesting everybody, please chant Hare Krishna. Mm. Whomever he's meeting, he's putting blade of grass on his uh, in his teeth and falling flat at their feet and requesting, oh, please chant Hare Krishna. Mm. And he would knock the door, and when all these people, sinful people, will open the door, who's there? Who's knocking? Who's creating disturbance? No, and they couldn't see anyone. And then they will look down. Oh, Nityan Prabhu, what is it? With the straw and street, he's lying down. Dandavat Pranam. Can you imagine? Begging, please chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hena avatar, jar rati na janma. Such a merciful Lord, such a humble Lord, such a compassionate Lord. Rati na janmilo. Lochan bole sei papi elorgan. Such a person is such a sinful, and his life is a waste. So we can see all this pastimes of Balaram. One may feel fearful, especially duplicitous person. Like me, when he hears, one feels Bapare, dangerous, no? But when we hear about Nityananda, we feel some hope. Yes. Same Balaram is coming in a very merciful, mm, trying to deliver. He delivered Jagai Madai. He delivered thieves, dacoits. He delivered all fallen people. नदिया गोद्रु में नित्यानंद महाजान पतियाचे नाम हट जीवेर कारण श्रद्धावान जनये श्रद्धावान जनये प्रभुर आज्ञाय भाई मागिए भिक्षा बोलो कृष्ण भज कृष्ण करो कृष्ण शिक्षा अपराध शून्य होय लोह कृष्ण नाम कृष्ण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण दान प्राण कृष्णेर संसार करो छाड़ी अनाचार जीवे दोया कृष्ण नाम सर्वधर्म सार नदिया गोद्रु में नित्यानंद महाजान बोलो कृष्ण भजो कृष्ण करो कृष्ण शिक्षा बोलो कृष्ण भजो कृष्ण करो कृष्ण शिक्षा कृष्ण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण दान प्राण कृष्ण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण दान प्राण कृष्ण माता कृष्ण पिता कृष्ण दान प्राण जीवे दोया कृष्ण नाम सर्वधर्म सार जीवे दोया कृष्ण नाम सर्वधर्म सार जीवे दोया कृष्ण नाम सर्वधर्म सार नदिया गोद्रु में नित्यानंद महाजान पतियाचे नाम हट जीवेर कारण हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Nityananda Ram, as original Guru, has opened this Namahatta and his preaching are simple. Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Kara Krishna Krishna. Bolo Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Worship Krishna and Karo Krishna Shiksha. Understand Krishna Shiksha, understand Bhagavad Gita, understand Srimad Bhagavatam, mm, and chant the holy names without any offenses. Because Krishna is Mata, Krishna is Pita, Krishna is Dhan Pran, Krishna is everything. So just worship Krishna. Mm. We are grateful to mother and father, and Krishna is our original mother and father. Prabhupada writes in one purport, third canto, we are duty bound to our mother father, isn't it? We are grateful to mother father. We have to serve mother father, and Krishna is our original mother, and Krishna is our original father. We are supremely duty bound to worship Krishna, and Krishna is our life and soul. Krishna era samsara karo chhadi anachar. Yes, you want to do samsara, live life, household life, wonderful. Do all duties in relation with Krishna. Jivadaya Krishna Sarvadharmasar. Show compassion to all other people and chant holy names, and in this way perfect your lives. So this is a simple teachings of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, who is Balaram come again, and Balaram's and Nityananda Prabhu represent Srila Prabhupada. He carried that mood of Nityananda Prabhu, very compassionate. He went to America. He gave this messages to most fallen people, and he made them Krishna conscious. He gave them hope. Yes, everybody can serve Krishna, and everybody can perfect their lives. So on this day of Balaram Jayanti, we can express our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, and Balaramji, and we can pray to them that all our demons like Dhenukasur and Pralambasur and all Rukmis and all who are there in our hearts, who are creating great obstacle in our service to Krishna, may they remove, and may we get strength to follow the instruction of Guru, so that by sincerely endeavoring to follow the instruction, maybe the demons may be killed in our heart, so that we can become wonderful devotees of Krishna, serve Krishna and please Krishna. Thank you very much. Shri Balram Ji ki jai, Balram Purnima ki jai, Nitai Go Premanande, Hari Hari Bo. Thank you very much. So now we'll request Prem Surupu to continue Katha. So generally festival days is a wonderful opportunity to remember Lord and hear and chant. There are many services we can do and we should do. If many guests are coming, we have to make all arrangement, we have to make pandal, we have to cook, we have to do all these things. But also we have to hear about Krishna. So those because this is one of the ways we can actually celebrate the festival. It's opportunity to glorify Krishna, opportunity to hear about Krishna on those days. So today is Balaram Jayanti. How wonderful it is to get opportunity to glorify Krishna. How wonderful it is to get opportunity to hear about Balaram, to glorify Balaram and hear about Balaram. So it's a wonderful opportunity. So let us take advantage of it, and we are getting it facility. Prabhupada created ISKCON so that we can get opportunity to hear about Krishna, speak about Krishna, hear about Balaram, speak about Balaram. mm. When we hear and speak, we'll understand and appreciate, and we'll feel very joyful. Mm. Okay, so we'll request now Prem Surpu to continue the Katha. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.